discuss about the times in the past, and if we had an opportunity, how we could do something again. And on education, we talk quite a bit these days.
And when you transitioned to you, how was that?
It was like any other day.
Like the other day?
There was nothing, no fanfare, no feeling bad that I am losing my job and they are getting my job or such thing. I think it was like any other day, honestly. I don't think... he did offer me his office, his chair, but I said, you can stay there, I'll find my own office. But I think overall, it's the people who have to understand that organizations will go through succession and you will have a different leader or a different style because individuals differ in their style, but the basic culture remains the same. And for the people to adapt to that kind of a change, when a stalwart like Mr. Kohli is there or something, they find it difficult, some of them find it difficult. But overall, the whole organization aligns very quickly. And that depends on the next leader also, to what extent he or she makes it easier for the people to align.
Your styles were very different though.
Styles were very different. Styles were, I think age also plays a part in the styles, I think. Most importantly, if I had adopted the same style, my own view is organization would not have grown to this kind of a level.
Okay. Now, this is when TCS went public.
Correct.
And there was I don't know how many of you recall, but there was a huge expectation that TCS should go public. So can you share some of the big moments or the difficulties of taking the company of this size public?
Yeah, I think even before we went public, one of the questions that was always asked was, why is TCS not going public? Is Tata Sons not allowing you to go public? Or you don't need the money? Or Mr. Kohli is not wanting? Or the board of Tata Sons is not wanting to go public? So this was the debate, but we always kept saying that we will know when to go public, we are not going to be dictated by the market. Second thing, internally, a lot of people were also putting the pressure to say that we are better, bigger than Infosys, but they went public, so they got more brand, they have more publicity, etc., etc. I think this is another view we got. But I think we finally took a decision to go public in 2004. August of 2004 is when we listed. And we raised about $1 billion at 14% dilution in the Tata Sons equity. I think the important message was, you must do when things are, you want to do it, not when others are pushing. Second is, valuations are again a very difficult exercise. It's all based on future projections. Past performance is taken up to the 5 years, what you have done, but the future projections, what you give, they give some valuation and then come up with a great number for the share price, which becomes a point of argument with the investment bankers because they want to maximize their returns. That's their business. And we want to make sure that we get a fair value and there is an upside for the investors. I think all along we worried about what is the right price at which there will be an upside for the investors. And we wanted to bring in a bunch of retail investors and not just the institutional investors. So at the time of listing, we had a total of about 11 lakh investors. It's a very, very large number, largest at that time. And we raised, like I said, $1 billion. But the responsibility you carry as a CEO, where suddenly you are going to be accountable to 11 lakh shareholders instead of one shareholder, namely Tata Sons, is what was the most difficult moment. Then the second most irritating one is every quarter you have got to stand up and then announce the results. And I was the happiest guy after 2009 when I retired, so that I could see on TV the next CEO going through the same every quarter. So I think these are some things where you want to completely change your personality, even though it's against your way of functioning, then you are suddenly responsible for a lot of shareholders, and our responsibility is too important because we are dealing with their money and they have every right to ask you any question. And AGMs are very difficult when they results are not as good as we wanted it to be. Luckily for us, our results were always good, so that the only question which keep coming is how much dividend are we going to get? Are we going to get a bonus share? This is the repeat of every quarter. And I think you got to prepare for these and not be in a hurry, so long as you build a business which is based on sound fundamentals. The risks associated with the business are very well understood. As a corporate governance, the responsibility and what you carry in terms of accountability to the market, accountability to yourself, accountability to your people, those are very important.
And can you take some of these values into a smaller business when we are starting?
Absolutely. I think the basic governance and living true to yourself, what your product is and what is the service or what are you giving to the market must be very clear. Financials and how you spend the money, how you manage it is very critical. And you have to be brutally frank with people whom you are hiring or what you are doing, because you cannot afford to make a mistake, more so in a startup, because every position is very critical and very unique, so that each and every one functions, and then collectively you function where multiple functions have to be handled together. What we did as TCS with 100 people, today with 285,000, we have the luxury of doing some things where we can afford to make mistakes, but at the end of the day, we still worry about the efficiency and the lean organization we need to keep, so that any fat in the system can be removed. So if you see the margin of 30% which we got this year, this quarter, it's a function of the operational efficiencies, not by increase in the rates.
Yeah. The efficiencies become very critical in the
Very, very
business.
critical. You cannot let your eyes off the efficiency initiatives.
I just put an animation. I know you are a big jogger walker. So did that help you running the TCS after IPO?
Where is that? It's not the jogging.
There you jogging there on the side.
Oh, on the side, yeah.
Listen.
Sorry.
So was it like people say that when you get to a public company, you're on the treadmill and you're not allowed to get off. Did you feel like that?
No, I think I used to live for 28 years on the Valli Sea face.
Right.
Every morning is a long walk
Mm-hmm.
with my wife, and we still continue to do that as a walk, but in a different place because we have shifted residences, But posing like this is not a regular affair for sure.
Ram, this was a high point. We're very proud of you coming from our industry, reaching this level. How was the feeling?
I think it's an immense, you can't describe the feeling for sure. And receiving one of the most important honors of the country is not only a recognition of yourself, but this country, the family, your immediate ones, your colleagues, friends, extended families. I think all of these come into the mind. But I think these are some things you cherish at all times. And you don't work for this. These are all, they come because somebody or the nation feels that we have contributed to the betterment of people in some way or the other. And that's the kind of satisfaction, and that's the kind of satisfaction in what I'm trying to do now also. Touch people in some way.
Because you're not the one to hugely socialize or become. So this sort of must have been...
Yeah.
Knowing Ram, he is a person of few words, not the one to go out and do these things. So it must have been a real good for you and for the company and the...
So that was the first time I stitched a close code here. I forgot to mention that.
So it's stitched for this occasion.
Yeah.
I want to just move a little bit, Ram. Ram retired in 2009 from an full-time executive position in TCS. He continues to be vice chairman, but he is prime minister advisor and chairman of National Skills Development Corporation, and doing a lot of stuff on the skill side. some of us had an opportunity to hear him in a smaller gathering,